Minecraft hardcore YouTubers are lying to you. At least that's what this title says, and I'm in the thumbnail, and so's a few of the hardcore YouTubers, so I want to see what they have to say. By Joe Bounty Hunter, it's an interesting topic. Let's begin.
Minecraft is too easy. A sentiment you've probably heard parroted many times across YouTube and TikTok, but how easy is it?
It is, yeah, I guess it can be, it's a lot easier than it used to be anyway.
Really? Perhaps somebody who plays Minecraft every day and is passionate about honing their skill would find hardcore mode to be easy, but can the average Joe really survive for thousands of days in the same hardcore world? What about
You saying I'm not the average Joe? Because I can do it, yeah.
the lazy clout chasers who pump out clickbait for the ad revenue? Can we really trust them not to cut any corners? I personally tend to give the benefit of the doubt to most videos I've come across until now. However, recently, while I was researching for my own upcoming hardcore series, I stumbled across a dark secret that most hardcore content creators would rather be left alone. Because while many hardcore YouTubers are honest, exposing this secret topples the credibility of any hardcore world.
Here we go. The credibility could all go out the window for everyone. Let's see.
The sad reality is that Minecraft hardcore content is stupid easy to fake. Ever since
Here we go.
Minecraft's official launch in 2011, hardcore mode has been a niche a little bit smaller than its normal survival mode counterpart. However, in recent years, hardcore mode content...
It is interesting because, like, hardcore kind of grew when 100 Days in Hardcore kind of grew. I feel like the Minecraft hardcore trend came from that, really, if you know what I mean.
Surge in popularity on YouTube, making
Oh,
hardcore content more popular today than nearly ever before in Minecraft's history. With this huge boom in hardcore mode's popularity, seemingly kickstarted by Philza's
that's interesting.
5-year-old hardcore world, hardcore mode's climb
Philza
in
did it.
YouTube search coincided neatly with the end of the one.
Yeah, because I guess other people are like, can we survive longer than Philza? Maybe, yeah.
Fortnite trend popularized by Luke the Notable. With hardcore Minecraft's rise paired with Fortnite's slow decline in relevance, it's not surprising that it wasn't long before Luke's first 100 Days in Hardcore was uploaded. The main draw of hardcore content on YouTube is long-term survival. And
Oh, there's me! Hey, I was in the video.
Does it evolve? Today, the two trends seem to have evolved and merged and then separated to a point that a large portion of Minecraft content is either 100 days as its own separate thing, or it looks like 1,000 days in hardcore, or more.
Oh, more. There we go. There he is. I just kind of pause it every time I'm in it. Okay. But yeah, it's interesting how there's like either hardcore, 100 days. I don't know. Yeah, it's a few different branches. Yeah.
Having a perfect start in hardcore or recreating something iconic in hardcore. On the surface, this is all incredibly impressive stuff, and the deeper you dive into it, the more impressive it gets for the content creators who are being honest with their audience. Unfortunately, you don't really have to look far to find creators who are willing to stretch the truth for views. Going back to the 100 days trend, there were countless fake 100 days videos uploaded.
Yeah, I think with any trend, there's always going to be someone who's going to be like, how can I cut corners and leverage this to get a bunch of views and like get easy views, you know? So I think there's definitely certain channels that did do that and did fake a lot of stuff just for the views and stuff. Yeah, I think that's
all
definitely
creators
a fair
had
point.
to do was lie about how long they'd been recording, and they could cut production time of a 100 days video into a fraction of the time investment required. And that's just one example. If we jump over to manhunts, which were popularized by Dream, we find a whole slew of fake videos with legitimate evidence to prove that several people had been scripting their manhunts, and even the likes of Dream may have been using his infamous speedrun plugins during his manhunts. Maybe, allegedly. I'll let you.
I thought he admitted to using his speedrun plugins in Manhunt. He admitted it that he was using plugins that gave him better drop rates for stuff so that it was more entertaining. Like he has come out and said that, I'm pretty sure.
Watch the video on that topic for yourself, and then you can draw your own conclusions. The point
This
is
is all about hardcore. Forget the
possible to
manhunt.
fake, it will be faked. And with the sheer amount of hardcore videos being uploaded every day, it's more than likely that much of them are not being as honest as they probably should be.
Well, I guess not everyone can
So
be
how
good
do
at
you fake
as
a
good at hardcore as
video?
there is out there.
How do you
But
even know if somebody has faked their video? This is where it starts to get really scary. It's actually so easy to fake and nearly impossible to detect that I really can't say for sure who is or isn't cheating. So rather than making
I think that is a true point. Like it is very. The thing is with Minecraft hardcore, like you can kind of tell when somebody's cut corners and not done 100 days. Like, I think the 100 days trend, you can detect fairly well if it's been faked. Because you can tell, okay, well, they've achieved nothing in 100 days. Like, if I do 100 days, by day 20, I've easily killed the Ender Dragon without really trying. Whereas, some YouTubers, they spend the whole 100 days and all they do is manage to defeat the Ender Dragon. And they do us. And maybe they're just not as good at Minecraft, and I can understand that. But sometimes they do even less. They, like, build a house, it takes them 50 days or something. Or they just get to the Nether on day 60 or something. And it's like, are you really trying? You know, so maybe they're just rubbish at Minecraft, or maybe they're just cutting a load of corners and they didn't really do 100 days. But hardcore can be different because if you die in hardcore, you can just do cheats to get your world back. You know, it's not the same way, but anyway, I'm sure he's going to go into that. Let's just continue.
Accusations against anyone, I'm just going to focus on how you fake it. Now, if you're expecting me to reveal the Hardcore Hearts texture pack or some other mod or plugin that alters stats by decreasing damage or inflating HP, that is where you'd be wrong. See, it's actually pretty easy to tell when somebody is messing with those sort of cheats, and they're not very easy to set up. It'd be a whole lot of work for people to quickly realize that you're not running a vanilla hardcore world. No, the method that I stumbled upon is a lot easier to pull off and can be done completely in vanilla. Observe.
Hey guys, welcome to my first totally legit, not faked 1000.
I know what he's gonna do.
Video where I'm going to. Oh no, I died. Here, let me just open the LAN, allow cheats, and then select game mode. Survival. There we go. Anyway, as I was.
It's that simple.
So how do you detect this? How do you detect if somebody's open to LAN? Well, there's only really one way that I know that you can kind of tell. Well, okay, there's two ways. Okay. So if you want to try and work out if somebody is open to LAN in Minecraft Hardcore. First, you know what? Should we build up Minecraft? I'm a bit of an expert at Hardcore at this point. I've done it that many years and stuff. I'm gonna show you like the two ways that I can detect if somebody is cheating. Okay, are you ready? Here we are in a Hardcore world. This is actually the world that I used to get some intro clips for my 100 days uncut on my main channel. So, and I think I was also use this world to test out the data pack that puts the day counter. So it's not a real hardcore world. I just did it to test things and stuff. But yeah, so we're in a hardcore world, all right. Now then, watch what happens, okay? If I go ahead and press J, do you notice how the game pauses? You notice how everything stopped, okay? There's nothing. I can see my mouse too. There's nothing going on here. All right? I can do it, and then when I let go, the game unpauses. All right. So pressing J, like you do it mid-air, it pauses the game, basically. It's a way to pause the game. Same with pressing escape. Pauses the game. Alright? Now you go ahead and go open to LAN. Alright? Cheats on. Start your LAN world. Watch what happens when they open their advancements. Okay? It doesn't pause anymore. Alright? And that's how you tell. If somebody opens their advancements and the game doesn't pause, they've been cheating, basically. Alright? Same with if they pause the game. Like, it doesn't pause. So that is like the best way to tell if somebody is open to LAN and get it. I'm gonna make this video and then all the anyone that does cheating hardcore is gonna be like, oh well, better not do that anymore. I won't be pausing the game. Did I really? Imagine if a warden just spawns now. That'd be sad. Mid reacts. And another method that I know is actually to do with the deep dark, but this only happens if you get a world download. In fact, there's actually maybe one. If you get a world download, you can. There's definitely a few ways that you can tell. But if I go ahead and go in, am I just setting off a shrieker? Let me go into creative. I don't want that. But because I opened up. Whoa, there's a warden coming out of the ground. Hello, old buddy, old pal. But yeah, obviously because I've opened to LAN, I can do this. But if you have the world download, what you can do is you can get out the compass, and if they've died, it's going to point to a location. So if you can see, at the moment, the compass is just pointing all sorts of areas. Because I haven't died in this world, all right? But if I just go ahead and kill SB737, okay? I've now died in this world, technically. And then if we get the compass again, it points to a specific spot. So if you get somebody's world download, you can mess about with the compass and see. The other one is kind of an obvious one. If you just go into statistics, you can tell, like, the time since last death should be exactly the same amount as time played because they've never died. And I haven't actually killed a mob or anything, but if I just go ahead and, I don't know, summon a warden and then just hit him a few times, get him angry. Like if I let the warden, like now in the warden, now if we go in statistics, you can see in mobs, the warden has killed you. So that's another way if you kind of look in the statistics there. They're like the main ways I know, but obviously you need the world download for the second ones. The pausing one is quite a good one. I think just one extra way I would say is, let's say you just like, I'm falling, see I pause the game, options, video settings. Say they change the render distance. Okay, you can tell the game's paused when they change the render distance. But let's just say I've opened to LAN. It's exactly the same. They're falling, they pause, and they change the render distance, and the game isn't paused. Then you're like, okay, that's another way. So, you know, there is times where they can kind of mess up a little bit if they are cheating and opening into LAN. Because a game that is open to LAN behaves differently to a game that is just you know, in a single player world completely. Anyway, enough insight. Back to the video. Let's see what he has to say about it.
This method with keep inventory, and you can even pull this off during a live stream. Just set a delay on your live stream, and if you happen to die on accident, simply pause or end the stream before it shows that you died.
You could do it on the live stream. No.
Once you set yourself back to survival mode.
Yeah, but surely it'd be sus that, like, if you'd pause the stream, or you could just be like, it's lag. I guess if you had a delay. No, because let's say, I don't think you could do it on a live stream. I don't think you could pull it off on a live stream. Because let's say you die on a live stream. You then have to go to your where you died. You know, obviously you could have keep inventory on. You could die, open to land, respawn. But then you'd have to go to where you died. Unless you had some sort of mod that got you straight to where your death was quickly. Like, it'd have to be done pretty fast, wouldn't it, to work? Anyway.
After that, all you have to do is blame the outage on technical difficulties and you're all set. And you...
I guess so, but yeah, it's like you've got to be pretty quick, and you'd have to be careful you didn't then show that you were in, you know, in land mode. Although if you close if you close the world and reopen the world, it takes it out of land mode and back to single player. So that'd be your method. You have to do all that pretty quick though. I'd be risky on a live stream, big time.
You can completely cover your tracks just by logging out and back into your world. It turns off the cheats and land mode.
Oh, okay,
so
I see what he means.
Tell
Yeah.
that you ever cheated. Now, before you freak out, I'm not saying that every single hardcore Minecraft YouTuber who doesn't upload a full uncut version of their gameplay or doesn't live stream with the minimum delay is...
Hey, guess who this weekend uploaded a full uncut 100 days? Part of me just did that because I was like, nobody's ever done it before, and it's hardcore. I wanted to just show the world. I mean, obviously people have streamed it, but I want to show the world I can do 100 days in hardcore, uncut. Just, you know, just to show that I've done it, basically. It's just a cool thing, you know, that I've survived 100 days loads of times, but never showed every single thing and shown that you know, obviously I've done it, but I've always cut things out to make it entertaining. Whereas this time I showed I really did do it, and you've got everything you need there. Anyway, let's continue watching.
Absolutely cheating, because that's just absurd. But I am saying that just because a person claims that they have accomplished something in hardcore doesn't mean that's the entire truth. I'm not exposing this problem to get people canceled or to start drama. The last thing I want is for people to make hasty and harsh emotional judgments. I really only want to acknowledge the truth simply for the sake of helping people realize that every situation is more complex than a headline, and it is so important.
Okay, in the thumbnail, but most probably aren't.
Everything that you learn.
The thing is, yeah, there'll definitely be some that cheat and stuff. I think some have honor, more honor, and yeah, I think it's impossible to say. He's right though. It is impossible to know who has and hasn't kind of done cheats in the world.
Shouts
Yeah.
to all hardcore Minecraft YouTubers, but don't just blindly believe everything you're told, and that applies to every aspect of life. I mentioned before that I stumbled across this while researching for my own upcoming...
I think a big thing is you can kind of look at someone and be like, what is their Minecraft skill level? Are they like terrible at Minecraft but have survived loads and loads of days? Don't look at me, alright, being terrible at Minecraft. You know, I mean, totems though, if you have totems, it's pretty hard to die unless you do something stupid, alright? Or some glitch happens or something, you know what I mean? You know, it's pretty rare that I come close to dying. Over 7,000 days, you know. There's a compilation of how many times I've nearly died, but those are like in the first 1,000 days generally. Like now, it's if I have a near-death moment every 1,000 days, it's something. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a lot rarer now to you know, hardcore is fairly straightforward when you have totems. I think. Take totems out, and I think hardcore worlds wouldn't last anywhere near as long.
I need to be honest. I discovered that you could turn on cheats in hardcore because I was looking for a way to cheat. Sort of. Don't click off. Okay, come on. Hear me out. I was actually just researching to see if it is considered cheating to back up your world. Oh yeah, that's the other way that you can cheat death. All you have to
world backups. Yeah, you could cheat death and then go back. I could see that. Yeah.
Do is just make a backup of your world every couple of days, and if you happen to...
Well, the thing is, I do make world backups, not to cheat, but I make world backups because if something happened to my hardcore world and it corrupted or something, or I lost it somehow, or something, so every 100 days I make a backup, because yeah, I don't want to lose my hardcore world from something stupid like this is the only world file. Say my computer just blew up and I lost the hardcore, you know, which I think is fair enough. You know, I don't use the backups to cheat in any way, but the backups are there as just a safety net, you know, because I think backups are a good idea basically. And I have more than one, like if I record here or record somewhere else, I put my world on a hard drive to move it and stuff. So obviously I've got multiple versions of the world, but there's only one that I used to record, if you know what I
To
mean.
die, you can just start back up from your most recent save. The main difference between these two loopholes in Hardcore's one life rule is that one is considered best practice in the case that your world files become
Yeah, you
corrupted,
say he
and
agrees,
the other
yeah.
allows you to access creative mode. Now, I am planning on using backups to prevent world corruption, but using it
Yeah,
to
I
cheat
see.
death it's just dishonest. The actual plan for my Hardcore series is a little bit different from what you've likely seen before. Most Hardcore YouTubers skip the night, which actually does make Minecraft too easy. So
It
I'm
does.
going to be playing Sleepless Hardcore. I am changing the game rule that allows beds to skip the night so that I literally
You see, I mean, that's good, I think. But the thing is, if you're just doing hardcore, like if you're doing 100 days in hardcore, I sleep in Minecraft hardcore in 100 days because it's the difference between a video taking me 20 hours to record and 33 hours to record. There was a patch where I wanted the videos to be longer and to do more in the 100 days. Pretty much from like 2,500 days up to maybe like 4,000 days. And I wouldn't sleep at all and I just spend all week recording. It was hard work. Now I spend less time recording. I just talk more to make the videos longer and get the good AVD. But if you're just doing a hardcore video, whether you sleep or not doesn't really make a difference. Like at the start it does, but as soon as you can make as soon as you get totems, good armor, and make a mob switch, if you don't sleep at night, hardcore's not going to be that hard. You know, the nighttime mobs aren't dangerous. You know, the only mobs that can really kill you in hardcore, in my opinion, are probably piglin brutes, maybe a piglin if you're loony. Warden, obviously, a wither, and an ender dragon. They're the only ones that really, I think, when you've got the best armor, have a chance of killing you. There might be another one that I haven't thought about, but you'd have to just do something else. The void is the other way that you could maybe mess up and die.
literally can't prevent phantom spawns, and the only option I'll have is to fight to survive. I'm going to be kicking off this series by attempting to survive 100 days in Sleepless Hardcore without sleeping in real life either. 100 days in Minecraft is 33.5 hours in real life, and given that I'll have to get up to eat 6 meals and use the restroom every once in a while, we're looking at a minimum of 40 hours. I'm going to...
That's going to be tough. I've done 24 hours. To be honest, when you get past a certain point, it does get a bit easier, and you'd like, I could go for 30, but 40 hours, that's not far off, like, the world record time for playing Minecraft in a row. Although it sounds like it's going to take breaks, but not sleep during them. Okay.
be severely sleep deprived after the first 20 hours, and surviving 20 more after that is just... I don't think it's possible. I really don't think this challenge is possible.
I'm pretty sure I could do it. I'll see if he pulls it off. If he can't pull it off, up steps SB7. I ain't got 40 hours of my life. Could I just do 40 hours where I'm just doing it? I mean, I could do it. It's probably not very healthy though, so maybe. I think I could do it though. I'd be confident. All right. I mean, you know me, guys. I'm built different, but we'll see.
Let's face it. If I did die and was forced to restart, I would either have to go even longer without sleep, or reschedule filming altogether. So
don't
rather
die
than
though.
dooming myself to an endless cycle of never sleeping or uploading ever again, or cheating and lying about it, I figured I could complete this challenge with a twist. I created this YouTube channel with the primary goal of one day using it to raise $1 million for cancer research. I don't want to profiteer off of tragedy, so I won't mention the specifics as to why in this video, but since the conception of this Sleepless Hardcore series, the plan was always to introduce a price per death, which is to be donated to help with either cancer research, treatment, or recovery. Once that's
pretty good. I mean, I don't know how good this guy is at Minecraft. Like, if he's confident that he could do, you know, if he could do 100 days, or if he would die a lot. You know what I mean? Like, for me, I'd do it first time. I'd be pretty sure I'd do it first time. Or if I died, I'd die in like the first 10 days or something. I very rarely die past a certain point because it's just gets easy. Once you got totems and the good armor, it's just like normal hardcore that I've played hundreds and hundreds of thousands of days of. So yeah, I think. Yeah, for me, you know, if I do die within the first 10 days, it's not too much of a setback in recording. I can get on it and get on it. It does happen every now and again and stuff where I do die a little bit early and stuff, but it's very, very rare that I die in a hardcore challenge like 80, 90 days. And I don't think it's ever happened because I'm more careful towards the end as well. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to die, SP, don't want to die.
Paid, I'll respawn myself in the same world, but with my inventory and XP deleted. I won't be able to go back and pick up my items like in normal survival. But
okay, so it's not really hardcore then. It's like hardcore twist, but at least he's up front with it. But I think it's almost people almost want you to. People would rather it be true hardcore, 100 days sleepless, rather than him being open and being like, yeah, I'm going to take away my XP, my inventory. Well, it's just a survival world, to be honest, mate. It is. It's just survival, isn't it? I guess you can't go and pick up your items back, but yeah, I think people almost don't want to see that. Like, I just from like a big people, you know, even though he's doing the right thing of being upfront and honest, it's like if he faked it, he would probably get more views, you know. And I'm not saying he should do. I think he should be honest about it, and I think he should do the challenge. Really, I think he should pull off 100 days in hardcore state. But if he's not got the Minecraft skill level at this point, I don't know how much he's played Minecraft. Then obviously it's not that easy. But at least he's open up for it. He could do really well. I don't know. But I think it's cool that this guy is upfront and honest about it. I don't think there's too much more about like the hardcore lying, cheating possibility thing. So I'm not going to go too further into that, but into the video. But yeah, like I said, I'll link the video if you want to check out the last few minutes where he explains about his live streams plans. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you learnt a thing or two. I think it's always interesting, isn't it? And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.